Ever feel like your dreams are stuck in endless paperwork? Finn, a young urban planner, did too. Trapped by red tape, he yearned to bring life to his city. But one tiny dandelion changed everything. Discover how Finn's courage to act, not ask, transformed a gray courtyard into a vibrant garden, proving you don't need permission to bloom. Finn was a junior urban planner with a heart full of ideas, trapped in a small, gray office. He dreamed of turning the city's forgotten corners into vibrant, green spaces for everyone to enjoy. But his proposals always returned with the same disappointing words: awaiting review. Day after day, Finn submitted his ideas. A park here, a garden there, but they all seemed to disappear into the bureaucratic maze. The endless wait for permission left him feeling powerless and unseen. It seemed his dream would never see the light of day. During his lunch breaks, Finn found himself in the concrete courtyard, a desolate space next to the municipal building. He would sit alone, dreaming of transforming the barren area into a beautiful garden, a place where life could thrive. In his mind, the courtyard blossomed with vibrant colors. Flowers bloomed, trees provided shade, and people gathered and enjoying the revitalized space. But it was all just a dream, locked behind layers of approvals and red tape. One chilly spring day, as Finn walked to the courtyard, his heart heavy with disappointment, he noticed a small patch of yellow amidst the gray. A single dandelion had pushed its way through a crack in the concrete. It stood tall and proud, a tiny beacon of defiance against the cold, unyielding pavement. The dandelion didn't wait for permission. It simply grew where it could. A jolt of courage surged through Finn. The sight of that tenacious little flower sparked a new thought in his mind. I don't need permission to make things better. The next day, Finn arrived at work. Not with another stack of proposals, but with a single pot containing a bright red geranium. It was a small act, but for Finn, it was a revolution. Quietly, he placed the pot in the courtyard near the dandelion. The red geranium stood out against the gray concrete, a symbol of hope and a whisper of change. The next day, Finn brought another plant, then another. Slowly but surely, the courtyard began to change. No one asked for permission, they simply joined in. A curious colleague, Sarah, noticed the growing splash of color. Intrigued, she brought a lavender plant to add to the collection. More people joined in, bringing soil to fill the cracks, building a simple wooden bench from discarded pallets. The community was building itself. The gray concrete began to disappear under green leaves and bright petals. The once dull courtyard transformed into a cheerful garden full of hope. One morning, the senior director, Mr. Thompson, came down to the courtyard, his brow furrowed with anticipation of some rule being broken. Instead, he found happy employees chatting on the wooden bench, the smell of flowers filling the air, the colorful plants brightening the harsh cityscape. The garden had grown without permission, but it had also grown with joy and community. Mr. Thompson's frown softened as he surveyed the scene. Mr. Thompson approached Finn and said, "Sometimes the best ideas don't wait for approval. They just need someone brave enough to plant the first seed." From that day on, Finn carried the lesson in his heart. Waiting for everyone's consent wasn't always necessary to create change. Sometimes taking small steps, being brave, and simply starting was the true path to making a difference. Like the dandelion, pushing through the cracks, Finn realized that growing where you're planted with hope and determination could change the world. And so, Finn continued to find small ways to bring beauty and life to the city. One seed, one plant, one act of courage at a time. He knew that even the smallest act of kindness and determination could create ripples of change far beyond what anyone could imagine. The garden continued to thrive, becoming a beloved spot for people to gather, connect, and find a moment of peace in their busy lives. Other city employees were inspired by Finn and the garden. They started their own projects. Parks, gardens, and public art started popping up around the city. Finn was very happy. The city was changing, and Finn was the reason for the change. The people of the city were so thankful for his action. Finn continued his good work as an urban planner, bringing joy and happiness to the city. He was the dandelion, growing and thriving in the heart of the city. Finn never forgot the valuable lesson from the dandelion that spring day. He learned that he does not need permission to be courageous.